Hi everybody, I'm Philip Tramp and I'm here with another Pine Tribe author interview. Today we're sitting with Thorbjorg, the author of 10 Years Younger in 10 Weeks. It's all about the anti-aging lifestyle through natural methodology. So Thorbjorg, you are crowned as Scandinavia's anti-aging guru / queen.
Whoa!
Yeah. How did you get into the topic of sugar and finding out that it was bad for you?
Well, actually, I have been a sugar addict since I was 3 years old or so. Living at my mom's house. It was a wonderful home. It's nothing to do with that. But I was craving sugar in a very early age, and of course, I wasn't aware of that until very late in my life. I mean, comparing to being, 3 years old. I think I was about in the 20s when I discovered that this was really wrong. Something very unnormal was going on in my life.
And what was it that triggered that need to learn more about sugar in your 20s?
Well, it was the way I felt. I was really feeling very bad and uncomfortable in my own body. Actually, I was feeling very old. And I had the same symptoms as you might think old people have. I had joint pain in my joints and in my ankles, and I was overweight, and I had this eczema and skin condition over the body, and I was just feeling horrible.
So that's when you were in your 20s, you felt like you were much older, and you talk a lot about biological age versus chronological age. Could you clarify what biological age actually means?
Well, biological age is the age which your body is in, and that can be very different because we age very differently, and that is due to inflammation in your body, that your cells will, grow old before time and in an unnatural way and in a very rapidly way. And the conventional age is of course when you're born, but you can be actually 10, 15, 20 years older in your body age and your real age. Yes.
And then you've come with your 10 weeks program, which is all natural, and you're working a more natural lifestyle, and it's going against all the quick fixes like Botox, for example.
Yeah, because I realized in my 20s that when I was changing my life, that the key was the food I was eating.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I quit the sugar and I quit the bread, the white stuff, the inflammation diminished, and I felt better in just 2-3 weeks. I was a whole different person.
Just from cutting out sugar?
Yeah.
But you were a sugar addict, right?
I was a sugar addict, I'm pretending that it was very easy. It was not that easy for me to quit sugar. It was actually very difficult because I was learning the whole thing by myself.
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet at that time, and there wasn't written that much about sugar addiction at that time. It wasn't acknowledged at that time. So I was just, trying to do all these things on my own body and quit, taking out the sugar, but I didn't take out, the bread and the cakes and all that stuff, just plain sugar. And so it took me a while to realize that sugar is not only the white stuff that you just add to your coffee and add to your whatever. To your cereals in the morning, but there are hidden sugar in all things.
Yeah. So you've learned through your own tweaking and experimenting, you've really found your own way, and that's what your program has become.
And that is what my program is about. It's to eat the food that your body is designed to eat, and just forget about all the other stuff.
Do you still get sugar cravings now and then? I mean, as a recovering addict.
Once addict, always.
Yeah. Do you have any secrets or tips to like bypass the sugar cravings, or?
Yeah, but when we're talking about that, it's difficult to stop the sugar. It's not that difficult as you might think.
Okay.
I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there, they're not quitting sugar because they think it's impossible, it's very difficult, and they will never go through it, and all those stories they're making up in their minds, because they just really want to be with the sugar.
Yeah. It's
but,
nice there. It's
yeah, but so it's not that difficult as you might think, and that's why I also made it like a 10 weeks, because I know it can be difficult for people to do all the things at once. So you can do it in 10 weeks or even longer if you need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you usually maintain the lifestyle after the 10 weeks as well, right? Just to make sure that because it's a lifestyle change, or is it just that 10-week cut?
No. That 10 weeks is just the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the start to your journey.
That's the start to your whole life is going to change in those 10 weeks. You will never go back. You just have to do it. You just start and trust your body, because your body will show you the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's also great is the fact that you have a lot of recipes available, which are healthy recipes, and they're not exactly like I look at them and say like, oh, well, this is too green for me, or but they incorporate like a medium to let you into the world of the program.
Yeah, they don't. They do. So it's normal food. It's not that. It's not strange food.
No.
And there's meat there, and there's fish, and of course there's a lot of vegetables and greens, of course, because the antioxidants are there and the phytochemicals that will fight your inflammation in the body. Yeah. But there's more to it than greens and vegetables. Of course, you need proteins and good fats.
Yeah. And I know you talk a lot about phytochemicals, and the first time I came across the word phytochemical, I'm like, what's a phytochemical?
Yeah.
And then I read your explanation of it. And if you clarify to our audience what a phytochemical actually is, because it's actually quite simple.
Well, phytochemicals are actually in the colors you eat. So all the greens and vegetables, the green color, the red color, and orange and yellow and blue and purple. They all have different phytochemicals, and the phytochemicals are as language. And your body, all the bodies, they understand the language of phytochemicals.
So is it all like one cohesive language, or is it like this one is saying this one and this one is saying this one?
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So each color has its own use.
Each color has its own language, and and this language the liver will understand about detoxifying, the skin will understand another, and the heart will still, So
you need to make sure you get all the languages.
So that's why it's not just enough to eat carrots and think that, oh, I'm so healthy, I'm having carrot juice every day. You need something more.
Okay, so you need to expand your rainbow.
Expand the language. Yeah.
That's great, because that's something that I thought would be incredibly complicated, and again, it's just simplified and just given to you as human language.
And actually, there are language in other food groups as well. I mean, like the fats I was talking about earlier. I mean, it's so crucial, and the government, the healthy government in Denmark and US and all over the Western countries have been telling us that fat can kill you. And you will get high cholesterol, you will get fat, and and heart diseases, and this is so not true.
Okay.
You need of course healthy fats in order to get healthy, and to have good memory and good focus and good skin. You need healthy fats.
So what's a healthy fat?
Well, healthy fats is saturated fats from animals. Like butter is a very good fat.
So I want to thank you, Thorbjorg, very much for coming by. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to learn anything else about 10 years younger in 10 weeks or Thorbjorg herself, visit us on pinetribe.com. There we also have some fun tools, like you can actually test what your biological age is compared to your chronological age.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you might be frightened by the number. I know I was when I took it earlier. But I now have a goal to bring it down.
Exactly.
With you. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, and please subscribe to our channel for more.